What's up, ladies and gents? This is your girl Tay, and I am solo dolo to direct you guys to our website for Ladies Night. No, I am not with my homie, my co host KJ, because this week she was not able to actually grace us with her presence in person. So, I am leading everybody up to our night for ladies.podbeam.com, which should be somewhere along the bottom of this here screen. So, this week, just as a heads up, we are talking about sports and the Super Bowl. And something that I thought was kind of interesting for ladies to actually tap into the topic of the worst quarterbacks. Well, worst career quarterbacks is what I actually found. And I thought it was kind of interesting. It's a nice little topic that, like, obviously most ladies don't get into unless, like, you're like a diehard fan of a specific team. Luckily, the team that I'm actually a fan of, the Lions, none of their quarterbacks made this list, probably because career-wise, their quarterbacks are pretty good. But as a team, they got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. As a female, I felt like, in this day and age, yes, ladies, those ladies who are girly girls, and I mean, you don't have to like pretend to be something that you're not, because that's like played out, even though there's a lot of that going on and it's definitely prevalent in everywhere. But like, you don't necessarily have to pretend to be like something that you're not, but like, get into what your man is into. Like, I don't watch sports on a regular basis, but from time to time I will catch myself chilling, yelling, screaming, getting into the game, because I mean, actually it is kind of fun. Like, once you get all the information, I'm pretty sure I'll probably get on my dude's nerves from time to time, because I do ask a lot of questions that obviously sports heads would know. But who cares? Whatever. And man or female, because I know quite a few men who aren't into sports either, and there's nothing wrong with that. We talk about the worst career quarterbacks that have Super Bowl rings. We talk about the actual top 10 teams that are expected to, if not get close, they have a very big possibility, very high odds of getting into the Super Bowl or making it to the Super Bowl this year. We only gave like a list because obviously neither one of us are sports heads, so who cares? Now, I do want to scratch what we did talk about for 1 second, and that second is to talk about this Cam Newton thing. I get it, but then I don't get it, because I feel like we're like blowing it out of proportion. Like, I get the fact that, as a media entity and as a brand, he has to watch what he says. But I feel like the comment that was made was kind of blown out of proportion, only because at the end of the day, like, I've heard more than enough men say that in the conversation about females. Like, females, it throws them for a loop when a dude hears a female, talking like, and actually know their stuff. You know what I'm saying? It throws a lot of guys for a loop. You know what I'm saying? My dude says it all the time. He can't sit and talk sports with a female. Some men don't. Some men can't. And true, as a media entity, he should probably watch his words and choose them more wisely. But as a human being, get over it. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, I'm against feminists, or I agree with sexists, because I don't. But we're a bit too sensitive, people. Like, we're just like a tidbit too sensitive. Like, this country is like a pain in the ass when it comes to who said what, when, where, why, how, who it is, why they said it. And ain't nobody, the same people that are chastising this man for his sexist comment are the same people who are making excuses for a man who said, I just go grab him by the pussy because I got money. And, you know, when you got money, you can do whatever you want to. And the same individual who is blatantly showing his racist, ugly head right now that Puerto Rico, who is a part of the United States, by the way, needs help from the United States. We've had all of these natural disasters in these last few months. Why would you treat any other part of the United States any different than you treat the other parts of the United States if you are not really sending a very racist message? Like, let's be real. Like, have y'all not seen how he's been reacting or how he's been acting in the news when he is supposedly helping? Shit, hell, I mean, and they don't even know how to donate. Like, when you see them donate, they donate and like, oh my God, I can't touch this. Oh, I'm here to show my face because I have to be here. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like, I'm just saying, like, be real. Like, as a human being, somewhere along the lines, we got to be real with ourselves. I'm just saying. So, moving forward in that regards, because we did not talk about that in our podcast, and I feel like it needs to be addressed by a female, because I've seen a lot of females in the media that are like just going in like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. I'm like, well, by the way, I know this, that, and the third about football because I'm just a sports head like that. And like, let's be honest, the majority of females are not sports heads, so the majority of men are not expecting women to know their shit when it comes to that. It is what it is. Next subject. Okay. Now, we added something for current events that is called lurking. Okay? So, since everybody does it like on a regular basis, and this is like a thing, like everybody's like, who lurking on my page? I have lurkers. Everybody has a lurker. So, we decided to do some Twitter lurking. So we lurked on Kevin Hart's page. We lurked on Ellen DeGeneres' page. And we lurked on Oprah's page. But only for like brief seconds. Just for like what we saw in their like immediate news feed. Which is generally, you know, what you expect to see celebrities have. Like those celebrities anyway. Because like Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah Winfrey have mastered their craft. So they know what to, what not to. They pick and choose the personal business that they have in media, and it flows. It works, you know? It is what it is. Kevin Hart is learning because, let's just be real, like, females are much more strategic than guys are. And we know what we want when we want and how we want to get it. So that's how that works in like 90% of the time. But he did have some really clean stuff pertaining to his family and what he's promoting and things like that. So for the most part, those 3 Twitter feeds were pretty cute, clean, and patriotic, to say the least. But you got to listen into the podcast to see exactly what we did find. So I'm going to leave you guys with that because I have done my rant. I have given you a review. And moving forward, we should have more podcasts with me and KJ. But don't be surprised if you don't see me pop in here and give a quick review and lead y'all right where y'all need to go, which is to night for night for ladies.podbean.com. It's been real. This your girl Tay. Deuces.